Hello again, YouTube's LASIK with LASIK Stars and Collectibles. It's going to be a quick one. Now, this is a redemption I pulled like a year and a half ago. I got it back probably 6 or 8 weeks ago, and I should have just honestly sold it right when I got it back because they're, selling. I saw one sell for $500. But as a further inspection of this card, I couldn't bring myself to do it because I'm pretty sure there's surface damage here, maybe one or two things over here. I think there's damage on the card. Now, I could sell it to somebody and say I didn't unseal it. You unseal it, you get what you get. Conscience, well, I don't know what happened to his auto. I don't know if he's Mr. or what's going on with his auto, but yeah, so I basically couldn't do it. So what we're going to do here is we're going to open it. If it ends up being, can't send it to PSA because the centering looks good. Based on everything. So if I can't send it to PSA, I'm just going to list it on eBay and I don't know, it's a couple $100 maybe if it's got a little bit of damage on it, just try to get rid of it. I mean, I know I could get a couple $100 for a Boba Fett card, so there's a couple of Bobby Witts I'm looking for too, so maybe this could just be a swap out. And of course, if you watched my last video, I got lucky enough to pull that Shohei Ohtani gold there, so trying to decide whether I want to try to send that in. But from what I know, I don't think Topps is too much better about redemptions than Panini, and I waited 18 months for this. I know people are probably still waiting for this card. So, the one on eBay right now, eBay at $370 with like 2.5 days left. I'm assuming this is going to be somewhere around a $500 card. Now, if I can get it back and PSA 10 it, you're probably talking close to $2,000. Now, do I wait? I don't necessarily need the money. Maybe I just send it and wait. I don't know. I'm gonna mull it over for a couple days. So we're done here. Let me just take a quick peek here and a gander of this guy. Pretty sure there's something going on here, possibly here. It's really hard to tell because you can't tell where the plastic and the case is, but I'm pretty sure that right there is what's gonna get me. There might be a few other small things that we're just gonna find out. I don't care. We're just opening the thing up because this thing graded would be worth way more than not graded. So we're just doing the deal. Now I'm going to open it. Plus, I don't feel good about just possibly selling to somebody knowing that there's damage on it. I don't care if it's not been opened or not. I can't tell for certain, but my conscience, I just can't do it, man. I'm not about trying to scam people. There's too many people on eBay already doing that shit. So here we go. See what we got. All right, I'm going to use the blade here to cut off a little bit of the tape that's still holding it on. Yeah, I've been dreading doing this. I did not want to do it. Had no interest in doing this. Just basically let the card sit there and gather dust and not worry about it. But I can't do it anymore. So we're praying right here that there's no surface damage on this card. Please. Can I use it one time? Okay. There is surface damage right where I thought there was going to be surface damage. So as you can see, it's right there. That seems to be all there is, though. Otherwise, the card's got maybe some fingerprints going on up there. I don't know. This card's definitely not going to be able to be submitted to PSA. Come on, so get some autofocus here on the card. So, it's real. I knew it. It's right here. I don't know how well the camera's picking it up. I'll have to go back in there and look. But you can see it right under his elbow. It's not a whole heck of a lot there. I'm really hoping it'll wipe off. There's some smudging going on up here too. So we're just going to take a quick gander at this thing. Get the knife away from it. Here we go. I always recommend if you're going to use, you got to use Oscar microfiber. When you get them brand new, they're really stiff. So like this one's really stiff. So I'm going to poster here. Put it on the stiff one. Not to mention this card's got some, as you can see, this might be too bent to get a PSA 10 anyways. So we're just gonna, here we go, see if we can get a little better angle at this. The card is a lot cleaner than I thought it was gonna be. Yeah, my little webcam here. Pretty good webcam. I think I should probably go ahead. The card itself is pretty clean. There's those couple little spots there. This is definitely not coming off. This up here, I'm not really quite certain what that is. I still think this is a PSA 9. There's a lot of silver on here, man. A lot of silver. So, I mean, it's just not going to... Ah, damn it, that sucks. This is going to be hard for this thing to be clean. I mean, I might just sell it raw, hopefully 300, because I thought there was way more damage on it than this. Just couldn't tell throughout the case. So you just got to watch what you're doing here. Just kind of, hold. Don't press too hard. This thing's got a ton of silver on it. Just watch out for the edges. Make sure there's no print lines on the back. Just make sure there's no print lines on this thing. That really sucks, man. If it didn't have this right here, this is a good chance for a 10. Back, no print lines to speak of. So this card is really clean except for that one little spot. So it is a good looking card. So I think that's really all I'm going to do here. I mean, I'm probably going to stick it in a sleeve and stick it under a pile of books to help straighten it out for a little bit. Probably going to try to work on this a little bit more, maybe with a little bit of moisture, and see how it goes, because otherwise this card is super clean. Little something going right there, but that's just a... Yeah, there was a smudge there, probably from the fingerprint from putting the card in there. But this card is super clean. It's really good looking. That just sucks that there's that little... So I feel better about it now if I sell it, because it's still a mint card. I mean, it isn't gem mint by any means, so this is an 8 or a 9 on a PSA, no problem. 8 usually sells about what it does for raw. Card looks good. Happy. So happy it didn't turn out to be any worse. Let's go ahead and straighten her out here. Got my camera a little crooked there because I was just trying to get it. It's a really good camera too that I got here for like $70. So yeah, that's that. Still wondering what I'm going to do here with this bad boy. This one's actually worth more than this one. So maybe. We'll see what this one's still going for. I should have just sold it right when I got it. I wish I'd have known that was the only little thing there. This card's still mint. Still good condition. Not too sure about his crappy auto, but it's beyond me. I mean, he can't stay on the floor anyway, so I'm almost wondering if I just need to hold it. But the playoffs are going on right now. I know, Charlotte ain't in the thing, but give me a Shohei's two biggest, probably minus the Trey Lance. Oh, this at the time was an $800 pull, so it was. If I'd have sold the redemption, it would have been smart just to sell the piece of paper and then wait for the card, especially with Panini. Tots might be a different story, so. They have it, I could get it back in 6 or 8 weeks, or hopefully don't get the Panini treatment. But anyways, that's that. Just wanted to bust it out, and I had a DM or two about it after I showed it the first time. So, got it back. Probably post it on Instagram. Post this picture on Instagram, because I mean, I would love to send it back to Panini because it does have damage on it, but I don't want to wait the rest of my life to get it back. So I am going to work on that spot a little bit, see if I can't buff it out. Get a little, or maybe just a tiny bit of steam on there and see what we can do. But anyways, thanks for joining. Thanks for the support. Late stick out. Catch you in the next one.